What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best WNBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 15 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got one pick wrong and got 15 right, which is about a 95% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 95% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 95% win rate and get 15 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $147 just yesterday, and another member who won $75 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, a link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily upload. Alright, so let's get straight to the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to talk about is Jewell Loyd for 29.5 points, rebs, and assists, and this one actually is for less. Now look at Jewell Loyd. We've actually seen her go on the under in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than Indiana Fever. Now look at Indiana Fever, they do rank 11th in points allowed. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do rank 10th, and then rebounds allowed, Indiana Fever do rank 3rd. So that's pretty surprising in that rebounding category, but the reason why we still like the under for this situation, although Indiana Fever do rank really low in points and assists, is that Indiana Fever, when we look at per position, we actually see they do a very good job at restricting points, rebs, and assists to the guard position, which is what Jewell Loyd is. Because of those reasons, we do like the under for this one. And on top of that, we have also seen Jewell Loyd's usage rate out there definitely drop quite a bit over the last 5 games, and we think it will continue on into this next matchup. Now our average over the last 5 is also 23.4, so significantly under this line, and we definitely see that being a huge factor coming into this matchup. So all signs really do point towards the under for this one, and because of that, we are sticking to the under here. So Jewell Loyd, 29.5 points, rebs, and assists for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Kelsey Mitchell. So Kelsey Mitchell, great player, and this one is for 17.5 points, and this one actually is for more. Now we look at Kelsey Mitchell. We've actually seen her go on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see. And they do face off against none other than Seattle Storm. So they do have themselves a very good matchup. And when we look at Seattle Storm, we actually do see that they do rank 4th when it comes to points allowed. So on top of that, the reason why we still like the over for someone like Kelsey Mitchell is that we are expecting a very high usage rate out of her coming into this game. She's been able to beat her line pretty consistently over the last 5, and her average over the last 5 has also been 20.6. So we are expecting her to have an increase in her usage rate more than usual, because when we also look at Seattle Storm, although they do rank pretty high in points allowed, they do a very poor job at restricting points to the guard position, which is also what Kelsey Mitchell is. So for that reason, we do very much like the over for this situation here, and we definitely see someone like Kelsey Mitchell being able to go on the over. When we look at Kelsey Mitchell even further, we actually see, when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have her favored for the over as well. And all those things being mentioned, we definitely are sticking to the over here. So Kelsey Mitchell, 17.5 points for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Nneka Ogwumike, and this one is none other than 27.5 points, rebs, and assists, and this one is for more. Now we look at Nneka. We've actually seen her go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against Indiana Fever. Now when we look at Indiana Fever, we just mentioned before, 11th in points allowed. On top of that, when it comes to, assists allowed, Indiana Fever do rank 10th and then 3rd in rebounds allowed. Now, the reason why we still like the over for this situation is not only points and assists, Indiana Fever do rank low, but like we mentioned with the other picks, when we look at per position, we actually see Indiana Fever also do a very poor job at restricting, points, rebs, and assists also to the forward position, which is what Nneka is. And Nneka also has a very high usage rate, so we are expecting her to have a pretty good usage rate coming into this game. Her average over the last 5 is 28, but on top of everything else as well, we also do see that, you know, not just that, but her average over the last 5 is 28, and the bookies also agree with us as well. So the bookies also have our favorite for the over, which is what we like to see, and we definitely see that being a huge case coming into this matchup, and we definitely could see someone like Nneka go on the over here. So Nneka Ogwumike, 27.5 points, rebs, and assists for more, I think is a great pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Alicia Gray, and when it comes to Alicia Gray, she has been averaging 15.6 points, 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 1 steal, and she has been doing a great job for Atlanta Dream, and Atlanta Dream do have themselves a very good matchup against Connecticut Sun. Now Connecticut Sun do rank first in points allowed, first in also assists allowed, and first in also rebounds allowed, and because of that we definitely see someone like Alicia Gray going on the under here. When it comes to Alicia Gray, although she does have a pretty decent usage rate in all departments, we still are liking the under due to the matchup against Connecticut Sun, and when we also look further, we are expecting a pretty slow paced game from this matchup. Now nothing really too major, definitely, you know, kind of average, but a little bit more on the slower side, and we think because of that we shouldn't see Alicia Gray get the same amount of volume that she usually sees in her points, rebs, and assist department. So with that, on top of Connecticut Sun ranking very well in all 3 departments, we definitely see someone like Alicia Gray going on the under here. So because of those reasons, definitely keep an eye out for her line. If her line is too close to her averages, definitely look to go on the under, because I think there'll be a lot of great value there. Now getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Aliyah Boston. Now, as you all know, Aliyah Boston, great player for Indiana Fever, who's been averaging 14.2 points, 8.7 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. So she's done a fantastic job for none other than Indiana Fever, and Indiana Fever do actually face off against none other than Seattle Storm. Now, when we look at Seattle Storm, we see that they rank 4th in points allowed, 3rd in assists allowed, and also when it comes to rebounds allowed, they do rank 9th. Because of that, we definitely do actually like the over for someone like Aliyah Boston in that rebounding category. Now, when it comes to points and assists, you maybe could go on the under. However, a one that I would really focus on is definitely her rebounding line. We definitely see her going on the over in this situation here, not only due to the fact that Seattle Storm do rank low, they rank 9th like we mentioned, because there is only 12 teams in the WNBA, but on top of that, when it comes to Seattle Storm, they also do a very poor job at restricting rebounds to the forward position, which is exactly what Aliyah Boston is. So with all those 3 things, you know, we think definitely someone like Aliyah Boston should be able to go on the over here pretty easily, and she should be able to do it with a game like Seattle Storm, as Seattle Storm do allow a lot of rebounds, whether it's offensive or defensive rebounds there. So definitely keep an eye out for her rebounding line. I definitely would focus on that, and there's definitely a lot of value to go on the over, but keep an eye out for her line first. If her line is under her averages, then definitely look to go on the over there. Now getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Kelsey Plum from the Las Vegas Aces, and she's been averaging 18.4 points, 2.2 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 0.9 steals. So she's done a fantastic job for none other than the Las Vegas Aces, and Las Vegas Aces do face off against none other than the Los Angeles Sparks. Now Sparks do rank 9th in points allowed. On top of that, they also rank 8th in assists allowed, and then when it comes to actually rebounds allowed, they do rank 5th. So we do actually like the over for someone like Kelsey Plum in this situation here against Los Angeles Sparks. Now, like we mentioned before, Los Angeles Sparks do rank 9th in points allowed, but on top of that, the Sparks also do a very poor job at restricting points to the guard position. And because of that, we definitely see that being a huge factor coming into this next game, and we definitely see someone like Kelsey Plum going on the over here. When we even take a step or even take a look further, we also see that when it comes to the Sparks, they do face off, you know, against Aces, and we are expecting a pretty fast-paced game. And because of that, we think that someone like Kelsey Plum may have a lot more, not just usage rate out there, but a lot more volume to actually hit her line in her points department. So it could be a lot more easier there. So definitely keep an eye out for the over for someone like Kelsey Plum. But like I always mention, keep an eye out for her line first. If her line is under her averages, definitely look to go in the over. So I think there'll be a lot of great value there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there and I'll see you soon. Peace.